What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell, this is not the kind of video that I usually post. Most of my long form videos on this channel are meme type content, or just some random videos that I've taken. I decided I kind of took a different turn lately on my channel. I've been posting a lot of baseball content, and one specific video, which is what I'm going to be talking about mostly in this video. One specific video took off quite a bit, not as much as it could have. It could have done way better, but way better than what I've ever gotten before. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it, give a little bit of background info on it, because there was a little bit of confusion. It got a lot of comments. A lot of the commenters definitely didn't know the background on the video. I could definitely tell. So I'm just gonna kind of explain a little bit of that, and then maybe some plans for the future on this channel. But I'm just going to start in talking a little bit about the background, what was going on in the video. So, my baseball team, we had a bunch of games scheduled throughout the season. Most of the teams we played, they were pretty good. Most of them weren't as good as us. We were really, really good this season. But there was one specific team, they were a division way above us, but probably the worst team we played the entire season. And the final score was 20-4. And the 4 runs they scored, it was because our catcher was pitching. But they were not amazing. But the school's known for having a really good football and basketball team. So, like, it's fine. They don't have a strong baseball team. It's fine. But a little bit of background on this game. We were originally supposed to have... I'm a JV player, by the way. That's a little bit important to this video. But we were going to have a varsity game, and then immediately after we were going to have a JV game. Well, they decided they didn't really have enough players to do a JV game, so the JV game got canceled. And so our coach's plan was to hopefully get a big enough lead in varsity and then put our JV players in. So we scored 12 runs in the first inning. And then afterwards, he decided to sub in our JV players. And we still had no outs at this point. 0 outs, 12 runs. I think bases loaded even. It was something ridiculous. We were smoking these guys. And so I went in to hit. This video I posted, by the way, it's captioned first ever varsity at bat. It was actually not my first ever at bat. I put that caption because I thought it sounded cooler. But this was my second varsity at bat in that game. But, you know, basically what happened was our JV went in. We still smoked them. We scored 6 runs with JV. And they only scored 4 runs with our JV. And so our JV might have been better than their varsity. But they were throwing really slow. And you could tell that in the video, most likely. And my form for batting, you could definitely tell, is not varsity worthy. A lot of people were saying, like, commenting, there's no way this kid's on varsity. Some people were even saying that varsity, like that our varsity team kind of sucked for, like, putting me in. Like, basically saying that if I was playing varsity, then that's, like, basically our team is just not that good. And that wasn't true. We had a really good record at the end of the season. We won regionals. We could have actually won state, to be honest. We lost the first round, but by 1 run. And to one of the best teams we probably ever played. We were amazing in that game. But you could tell in the video I stepped back a little bit when I was swinging. And that's just my swing. I can't correct it. I've been trying. Well, I mean, I can correct it. It's a struggle for me. I've been having a hard time correcting it. But instead of stepping forward, I always end up stepping backwards. And I'm losing a lot of power, and my aim isn't the best because of that. But I smoked the ball in that video. It wasn't over the fence or anything. It was about center of left field, but it dropped. It wasn't anywhere near any other players. It dropped in a good spot. I was safe on first. We had bases loaded at the time, so someone did score. But yeah, that's a little bit of background just on the video itself. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I posted it, and a little bit of just what happened to the video after I posted it. So I posted the video, the full thing, about 2 days before, and it got 3,000 views. No comments, maybe 10 likes. It wasn't anything that crazy. But I decided, I was scrolling and I found like 3 videos in a row. They had the "he doesn't want to swing" in the background. And, that's a pretty old internet video. It was like 2 years old. It hasn't been popular in so long. But for some reason it's been resurfacing. People have been uploading those again. So I decided, I was like, I've always been trying to go viral. I thought that seemed like something that'd be kind of cool to one day accomplish, is going viral. So I posted it, it got 10,000 views in like the first 30 minutes somehow. I don't know exactly how that happened, but yeah, so the first 10 minutes, this is it. It got first first 30 minutes, 5 hours, 10,000 views. Pretty crazy. It shouldn't exactly explode that quick when you're a channel as small as mine, but somehow it did. And then it kind of slowed down a lot for the next several hours. It got a couple thousand views from then to overnight. It wasn't anything too crazy. I woke up, it had like 11,000, 13,000, somewhere in that category. The next day, it was getting about 1 to 200 views an hour. That's pretty good, but that's what the average short, I feel like, gets. At least for my channel anyway. Usually I get 1 to 200 an hour for like a week after posting. So it wasn't anything too crazy. And then at one point it went up to like 4 to 600 views an hour. Still happens. I get that pretty regularly too. It'll get that for like 3 hours and it'll slow back down. It started slowing down at a rapid pace. It got to like 80 an hour. And I was like, okay, I guess this is it. I guess YouTube just pulling the plug on my video. But around the time I was like, yeah, it's just dead, I noticed the likes went up by like 20 in like a 5 minute period. And I was like, are my friends just like sending this to each other right now? I don't know what's going on. And I checked the analytics and there's just this ginormous tower of views. It was like probably 50 to 100 in just a 1 or 2 minute period. I was like, okay, I guess YouTube is testing this again. And it started getting to where it was like 6 to 8,000 an hour. And it lasted like that for 3 or 4 hours. And then it started slowing down a bit more. It went down to like 2,000 an hour, and it just stayed at a consistent 2,000 an hour for the rest of the day. And that was pretty good. It went from about 10,000 to like 30,000 in that amount of time. And when I went to bed that night, it was at 45,000, which was pretty crazy. That's the second most I'd ever gotten. The most I'd ever gotten was 57,000, but that short no longer exists. That's a story for another time. But it was at 45,000. I was like, okay, maybe I'll get to 50,000 again. I've never expected to get there again, but maybe I'll do that again. And I woke up the next morning, it was at 50,000. I was like, let's go. I finally got that again. And it was still growing at a really consistent 1,000, 2,000 an hour. And I was hoping after, I was like, okay, maybe we can get to 75,000. So I think it was that night, maybe the next day, it got to 75,000. I was like, okay, I guess next goal is 100,000. I've never gotten there before, but I guess the next goal is 100,000. And a day or two later, it's at 100,000. And never something I would have expected for especially this video and this bad swing and all that stuff. I never expected it to get 100,000 views. And it went all the way up to 146,000. It's occasionally every like a couple days a week it'll get a decent amount per day, but at the moment it's only getting maybe 300 a day, which is not bad. It's actually still really good. They haven't pulled the plug on this yet, but it's definitely not where it was either. But this got a lot of views. It got 1,200 likes. It got 200 comments. Most of the comments were pretty hateful. Well, hateful. They were kind of rude, but like they were funny. They were making jokes about the swing. People were trying to roast me. Some people were trying to get personal, but like it's YouTube. You can't really take anything that people say on YouTube personally because they don't know you as a person. You don't know them as a person. It's like it's just a comment. It shouldn't really affect you, but I was reading them and I was like, okay, these are pretty funny. I know they're trying to make fun of my swing. They're trying to like be kind of rude, but like it was building engagement on the video, and that engagement was causing it to get way more views. So I didn't care in the end. I was like comments or engagement. It doesn't matter what the comment says. It could be rude. And I enjoyed reading them too. It's like there's a really just long line of comments that I just read sometimes. But yeah, it was pretty fun to look at those. Yeah, I afterwards I made a poll. I asked if I should start posting only baseball content. 60 people voted. The last poll I'd made, 3 people voted. So 60 people voted, and they said that I should keep making baseball content. And this was definitely not created as a baseball channel. It was not made to be a baseball channel. But I enjoy playing baseball. I enjoy making videos, and so here we go. We got a baseball YouTube channel, and we'll see where it goes in the future. I don't know if I'll continue to make baseball content or not because I need stuff to post and baseball season's over. So it'll be hard. I might do some challenge videos. I might do a video where I learn to correct my swing. I might do a video where I learn to pitch or something. I'm hoping to maybe do some collaborations with other baseball players in the future too. That's something I think would be kind of fun. But yeah, that's really a lot of background on this video. I then later made a couple more. The next one got about 14,000 views, then 15,000, and the newest one's about 6,000 at the moment. None of them got exactly the same response as this one. They're getting a little bit more comments than I usually do. But yeah, nothing's matched what I first posted. I had a bunch of other videos, like old ones. They took off after I posted this too. I had a video, the full video of this at bat. It has like 3.3 thousand views now. At the time I posted this, had like 2,000. And it had no comments, probably 10 likes, something like that. Now it has 30 likes, 30 comments, and like 3.3 thousand views, which I was never expecting to get. But yeah, this was not at all what I expected, but it's I really enjoy it. I enjoy reading the rude comments, and I enjoy making content. I'm not going to let rude comments prevent me from that. Me and my team, we got a pretty good laugh out of a lot of them. Some people were trying to be personal, but we're really just kind of getting laughed at for it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the feedback you guys gave me, and we'll see where the channel goes in the future. So yeah, make sure to follow back for more.